like to welcome Olivia's husband to the stage now, John Easterling. John.
Thank you very much. I'd like to acknowledge the Premier of Victoria, the Honorable Van Andrews, and the people of Victoria for hosting this event this afternoon, memorial celebration. I want to thank Bumpy, the Christchurch Choir, and Aunt Di for beautiful words and voices that they've shared. And I want to thank Delta for her long-term friendship and support as well. You know, Olivia meant so much to so many. I met Olivia through my friends Jim and Nancy about 30 years ago. And I remember she came to a presentation I was doing in Malibu. And afterwards we talked for quite a while about rainforest ecology, natural medicines, plants, and animals, and realized there was a lot of commonality in our thoughts and philosophies. The day got late, so she asked me to stay overnight at her guest house, and I did. And that's where I met Chloe. She was about 9 years old. I also met her dog, Scarlet, an Irish setter who was pregnant. And a couple months later, Olivia sent me a puppy, Sherlock, craziest dog ever. But we bonded, and he was a really good mate. And Olivia and I kept in touch about this dog. And then one day, her assistant, Dana, called me and invited me to a concert she was doing in Miami. She said, bring your girlfriend. So I took the dog instead. And you have to understand, I wasn't an Olivia fan. I didn't own any Olivia music. I'd never even seen Grease. So this was a small little intimate theater in Miami. The lights went down, and I heard Peruvian flutes play. And she walked out on the stage and started singing Pearls on a Chain. And there was this healing moving through the audience. People around me were crying. And I got it. It hit me like a laser beam in the chest that Olivia was a healer. This is one of her mediums of healing. And the rest of that song, all I could think about was getting her to Peru to meet the healers and the curanderos that I worked with in the Amazon. So the next morning, I found her by the pool in the hotel, and I described my experience to her. And I asked her if she wanted to go to Peru. And she looked into space about 5 seconds and said, okay. She said, can we take our friends, Nancy and Jim? And a couple of months later, we were in a thatched roof lodge on the Peruvian rainforest by the Yarinacocha Lagoon, and we took boats across the lagoon and through the Camu fields and out into a pristine double canopy rainforest. And there we met Alberto and Alicia, who were the curanderos. And they had a botanical mixture, and we all had a sip. And then Alicia began to sing the Icaros. And the Icaros are songs of gratitude to the birds, the plants, the animals, all the things that allow the life for the Shipibo, Canibo Indians there. And when Olivia sat beside her on the log and sang grace and gratitude, it was like a piece of magic. And we were in the concentration, the densest concentration of biodiversity on Earth there in the rainforest. And so we started integrating all of this energy. And the second day we were together sitting by the lagoon, we began to tumble like through time and space and had all these recollections from hundreds of years ago and had all this deep bonding. And by the time the sun was setting that day across the lagoon with this gorgeous pink flamingo pinks and oranges and streaks of purple, we were asking each other, what is the main thing you want to accomplish in this life? And we made a commitment to help each other accomplish and achieve our dreams. When we got back to America, she went to California, I went to Florida. She was coming to see me the next week, and she called and said, you know, would it be okay if I'm a day behind because I've been invited to the White House to sing for the president? And I thought, I've heard a lot of excuses. But
Hi,
that's a
I'm
pretty good one.
back
So
on
that's,
here now. Information reaching us is that the legendary Queen Olivia Newton-John was honored with a state memorial service in Australia on Sunday, giving fans and the star's loved ones from around the world a chance to celebrate her legacy. The long-awaited event was held recently, and the attendance was really awesome. At the event, which was live-streamed and is now available to watch until March 5th, as we also be dissecting everything that happened in there. Newton-John's husband, John Easterling, and daughter Chloe Lattanzi paid tribute to the star with moving speeches. Daughter Goodrem, who collaborated with Newton-John and played her in the 2018 Australian biopic miniseries Olivia Newton-John, Hopelessly Devoted to You, spoke at the event as well. Video tributes also poured in from various famous friends including Elton John, Hugh Jackman, Dolly Parton, Pink, Barry Gibb, and Marie Carey. The service, organized by the singer's family and announced earlier this month, was available for the public to attend at Hammer Hall in Arts Centre, Melbourne, after registration for an invitation began on February 10th. The event itself. Dame Olivia Newton-John was born on 26th September 1948 and died on 8th August 2022. She was a British Australian singer, songwriter, actress, entrepreneur, and activist. She was a four-time Grammy Award winner whose music career included 5 #1 hits and another 10 top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 and 2 Billboard 200 #1 albums, If You Love Me, Let Me Know of 1974 and Have You Never Been Mellow of 1975 were some of her top hits. At the time of her death, that was last year, her husband John Easterling posted the news on her official Facebook page, writing, Dame Olivia Newton-John passed away peacefully at her ranch in Southern California this morning, surrounded by family and friends. We ask that everyone please respect the family's privacy during this very difficult time. Continue resting in power, Queen.